Class of 2024, what a year it's been. I asked some staff members, what will you miss about the class of 2024? They said that this class was a lot of fun. They have great energy and leadership. They're going to miss your fun-loving spirit and kindness. They also said they're going to miss yelling Big Mike down the hallway. You started off the year strong, class of 2024, winning Powder Puff, establishing your senior dominance. However, by the end of the year, you unfortunately were dominated in the tug of war by the 10th graders. And then, that's right, the 9th graders. It was hard to watch. But your spirit still remained high. You finished the Avon Olympics strong, pelting Mr. Freeze with water puns, which we all enjoyed. We did learn, though, that Louis is not a fan of Tom Waltz. Right, Louis? On a more serious note, we really do appreciate your positive energy and have enjoyed watching you grow and celebrating your individual and collective accomplishments. You shined in the classrooms, on the courts, in the fields, and on stage. Throughout the year, you created and developed Good Morning Avon, which helped us recognize students and get to know each other better through your interviews. We even got to know the staff better, especially anytime you asked Mrs. Major a question. I think it took her 4 separate scenes to tell us what her favorite Thanksgiving food was. Your active involvement in the school and community will leave a mark in Avon's history. When talking to many of you at Decision Day, I learned that you have great plans for the future. As you pursue your future goals, my advice to you is this: to reach success, you have to work for it. Muhammad Ali said, "It isn't the mountains ahead that wear you down, it's the pebble in your shoe." People often fixate on the big goals. However, it's the day-to-day challenges and hard work that people struggle with. To be successful, you have to be consistent, resilient, and persevere through the day-to-day challenges to reach the big goals. Show up and give your all every day. Michael Jordan, who I still consider the GOAT, it's okay if you don't, said, "I lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Remember that failure is an important part of the learning process. Reflect, learn from it, and move forward. And finally, you've heard me say this before, treat people right, be kind. Class of 2024, thank you for being great Avon Braves.
Good morning. There's so many thanks for such a wonderful ceremony like this morning. The teachers, Mrs. Holliday, class advisors, parents, grandparents, families in general, our facilities crew, our transportation crew that got many of us to and from school for 13 years, Mr. Wagner, an Avalon dedication, what an amazing honor. And having been a high school principal, I know all of the energy that goes into this time of the year, and you do an incredible job of that. Can I give Mr. Wagner a round of applause? And finally, to our graduates, your commitment to yourselves and to one another is what brings us here today. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had the privilege of attending numerous award ceremonies, and I've seen lots of Avon students be recognized. It's been amazing to witness the things that you've accomplished, both as individuals and as a class. The senior awards night was particularly impressive and noteworthy. So many students recognized, many great smiles, some silly laughs that I caught on the back side of the stage, some awkward handshakes on the front of the stage. It's a classic over-under. You'll receive under, go over with the handshake, or you can switch that, but it's always an over-under. Worthy recognitions earned by all. Many of the awards that were presented are sometimes memorial in nature. Family members intending to keep a legacy alive by recognizing some admirable traits in you. Each year, they choose to preserve a loved one's legacy through you. Don't take that for granted. What an honor that is. What a privilege, and maybe even a little bit of responsibility, kind of like being the last class of Avon Braves. As is the case, whether at awards night, through yearbook signings, or even the remarks made today, this is a time when many of us try to impart that one more piece of advice to you. Some of the advice comes student to student, but mostly it's adult to graduate. we try to get that last piece of information across, that one more suggestion that we think might make the difference. At the end of the day, we are all teachers at heart. When a teacher has a great class, we want to keep on teaching right to the end. While you may want the bell to ring and to move on with your day, sometimes parents, even teachers, we don't want the class to end. The famous story of Peter Pan is all about trying to stay young, in spite of the ever-present ticking of a clock. I encourage you to stay young today. Linger in this and enjoy it. You've worked hard for it. I try to listen closely to the remarks made and the suggestions conveyed at this time of year. I listen closely to the comments made by families who award scholarships in the name of a loved one. I imagine their words, charging my spirit as a power source might charge your cell phone. I listen to the thoughts of students closely as they give one last piece of advice to their friends, celebrate one last being together. The presenters have unique perspectives, an insight that is usually beyond me. We should embrace these messages, we should take them in, reflect, embrace them, fuel up, and simply be present. Today's a great day. But the twists and turns of the comments can be a little bit unpredictable. There's some elation, sometimes a little sadness, there's energy, there's joy, there's scare, there's fear. In the end, the challenge for all of us seems to be living these encouraging words in all of the days of the year, not just in these festive few at the end of your senior year. As some like me may try to use this time to pause and reflect and look backwards, you are about to spring forward. Right now you are loaded like a roller coaster, about to launch, and that's exactly how it should feel. Exciting anticipation about what is to come for each of you. Artist Mary Engelbright is largely credited with saying, "Don't look backwards, you're not going that way." Advent graduates of 2024, make sure your belts are securely fastened. Keep your eyes forward, keep your hands and feet inside the cart. Take a hand and enjoy the ride. Be in this moment. This is yours. Congratulations.